Jay the Kid, what up, man? Introduce yourself.
What's good? My name's Jay the Kid, or JK Fire. Producer, rapper, engineer, video editor, director. You know, I just put myself everywhere.
I got you, man. Okay, fire. Let's check this out. I know this is like a peer vibe, just based off. I like this vibe. This is fire.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely a real legit vintage like peer vibe, like some old Carti. Why did you send this to me? That's what I want to know. What do you want me to do here?
When I go to like make a beat real quick, when I hear something I like to just put it down right there. Whether if it's garbage or not, I'm putting it down because, you know, I feel the music. I want to see another perspective on maybe if it was, see where like the vision of this can go.
Okay.
Because I just, you know, just a small vision. What's the bigger vision?
So you want a different look at it and you want to see like if I can add anything to it. I got you. What is this part?
Melody's pitched down.
Okay, that's a perfect thing to start on actually. You have that section come in at 48 seconds. That's a long time before you go down to another section. I do like the idea of having a pitch down part, but what we could do is maybe like this. So this will be the general arrangement. Goes to how long? 1 minute, and then if we loop that, it'll be 2 minutes. So that'll be pretty good. Let's see what you're doing here in the mixer. These are definitely like authentic, I guess I'll say pure born sounds. Like this is like an old peer sound for sure. So
all of these sounds are in peer.
It's got all the classics. Throw all this in the mixer because I do want to, I'm going to actually take what you had and just move it off into over here. And off rip, let's see what we got on master. Soft clipper, ain't nothing wrong with soft clipper at all. I'm gonna add an EQ. Boost some of the high end off rip just a little bit. You know how I get my 808s jamming, bro?
I actually am curious because I do admit it is challenging to have like it hit correctly.
All right, watch. Boom. You want to have your beats louder. Just because, just that perception if you're working with the artist, you want it to be kind of as loud as possible, obviously without distorting the quality unless that's what you're going for. But sometimes that's a swag for people. The 808 was just pretty low to me. I definitely lead with my 808s as far as like, that's going to be the feel and the heart of the track.
Oh yeah.
Let me see now. Okay, we're turning these up.
You literally just put the high end up and like, this got a whole like different bounce to it. Like what?
See what I was saying, bro? It's small things, bro. Crank the low end just a little bit. I don't go crazy on this. This is something that's like case by case. Sometimes I'll raise it up a little bit if I wanted to have a little bit more like low end crunchy. You know what I mean? It just starts thumping a little harder. That 98 Honda Civic. that door rattle.
That's like the actual problem.
Sometimes you're trying to emulate that because it's more about feel. Hip hop especially, it's about technically what sounds good. Just go by ear. I don't try to overthink it too much, and it has worked out for me so far. Engineers and stuff like that get a little more scientific and surgical with it, but this will get you 98.6 of the way there in my opinion. And one thing I heard as I was listening to this is I'll probably want to add some type of lead and just give it a little bit more feel, probably right here. Open up Xenology.
I love this plugin, bro. I crank 30 beats out with this plugin.
Yeah, your melody mix is good. Sometimes what I'll do is vocals like will sit right here. I'll just lower just a little bit, nothing crazy.
Do you want to explain your thought process for that mid-range drop?
The vocals will kind of sit here a little more. People try to do too much shit like this, you know what I mean? You ever see people like do that?
Yep, and I hate those people.
What I've noticed is where vocals sit will be a little bit more in this mid, you know what I mean? Mid-high, even a little bit of the low range. This isn't for everything. This is just based on what I'm hearing here. I want to add a layer here. I'm gonna play on my keyboard. See if I just come up with a pattern.
You should record. You should like put a long thing at the bottom. Just record everything. Ugh. You get jiggy with it.
See, there's like as you could see, I just did like 3-4 patterns right there. You just come up with some 2 or 4 bars, to be honest. You can make this 16 if you want, but as long as that is catchy, bro, it don't matter. Go with that first gut feeling, you get me? I like the little like, ew.
Oh, classic pattern right there.
Just mad simple right here. So,
we own this.
Yeah, exactly. I think I remember what I did. Hit that. And what's nice about this one is it goes, yeah, it does that. All right, unique. I like that. This is hard. This is hard. So I'm gonna leave it as it is in the beginning. This was just getting the sections right. Very much a Pierre vibe, like very authentic to Pierre, but I think we could probably bring it a little bit more like 2024. I've been working on this kit. It's free, by the way. I'll send it to you after this. It's going into 2025, man. Just wanted to give the people something because the last kit did really well, the Metal Slug kit. Happy about that, and I appreciate everybody's support, so wanted to give back and make something for you guys.
So nice of you.
Chime. Let's see the other sounds. Just give it just a different feel. And I like what you did here with the kick, when you brought this kick in. Honestly, I'm gonna loop this. I want it a little bit more repetitive than it even is right now.
I like that.
Got the intro here. It goes for 8. They don't even have to rap here if they don't want to. They could just let it be an intro with the drums that start. And then you got your whole thing right here. You got your 16 for whatever you're gonna do with the first 16, then you got your next 16, and then you got the intro again right here. Even though it has the drums in, like it would be the same as if you did this. It's just what swag you're going for. You're just giving an artist another melody to play off of. Just to spice it up more. You don't have to do this. This isn't really required. If you do want to add some variation, you want to add out another part for the artist to be like, okay, I can switch it up here. Just add another 808. It's kind of on the same vibe, just a little bit of a different feel, like a little bit more high end. You'll see how it bounces off of each other. You know what I mean? Just a little different. Then they have something to, you know, look forward to every 8 bars, even if it's a little more subconscious and it's more felt than heard. Not everything's got to be like really, wow, look at me, look what I did here. It's so different right here. I just completely switched up the beat and now it's a drill beat at the verse. You know what I mean? Like you don't got to do that. I didn't even comment on it, but I already noticed you did it with the hi-hats. Like this is perfect, bro. You the hi-hat guy, kinda.
Ooh, he juiced him up.
The notorious stick.
It's more about the taste and picking and choosing when you're gonna drop the sauce.
Literally.
Exactly. So it's about making sure it sounds good. You're adding that little slice of like your style. You know, like I make my sound effects and stuff.
That defines character.
Exactly, bro. And when you go to do your stuff, like you could apply these same things. It's more about like adding your little character to it. The little that's Pierre's character, his ethos. That's you hear that sound, you hear this. You're like, oh, is this a Pierre beat? You know what I mean? You just automatically think that. So apply that to your own beats when you're trying to like cook up your own swag. Look at that, it's 156. That's like where half of the hip hop songs are at nowadays. If you wanted to make it a little longer,
yeah, that's what I normally do right there.
Thing is you don't really, you want the most songs, I'd say a lot, like 90% of them, you want the hook to repeat at the end because you want to leave the listener with the most catchy part, which is what? The hook.
That way when they perform it, they know it.
When they're on the last part of the song, like you want the crowd singing with you at the end. You know what I mean? Singing the hook. So you can like leave it off and wherever the hook would be, end it off at like that part. It kind of is dependent on like the song.
Reverse the pat or reverse that melody. That way you can hear what it originally sounds like.
Oh, okay, so yeah, when you're at the top, it's like that little 5% that makes the difference, you know what I mean? Trying to create your own ethos and your own universe where people automatically attribute something when they hear it to you. But yeah, send us off, buddy. What do you want to say before we hop off?
Time is key. Patience will help you in the long run. Stay humble. And if you just stay in your lane and just make what you like. Cody used the beat I like and I just vibe to it. Like I made that real quick and boom. And then I seen the little PLAYBOI CARTI thing. I'm like, oh, that's me all day. So, you know, I just slid something in there and he liked it. Hey, maybe this I could literally be one of y'all right here. You never know. Just keep having a good soul, good mind when you do this, and then yeah, and then look up Check Your Fire on YouTube.
There you go. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on though. Gotti, what's up, man? Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yo, I'm Gotti. I've been producing for 3 years. I'm from Russia.
Preview this and. This is pretty fire. This is kind of like over 50% of the way there. What is your goal? Why did you send me this?
Arrangement and mixer makes. I think this mix be. Sorry.
No. You speak more languages than me, so I'm not judging you at all. So you want to work on the arrangement of this track in the mix. You wanted to like hit a little harder and then you want to change your arrangement. Okay. All right. Well, I see how you have this here. I see where it loops, so I'm just gonna take out that part. Okay. So this hi-hat is silenced. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna take these out, simplify it a little bit. Sometimes producing, it's a lot about reducing, peeling it back and being like, what does it need? And kind of some of the small things it doesn't need. And I like what you did here. You created sections, like this is 8, a section of 8 right here. And then it goes right into a different feel completely right here. I guess accentuate that idea a little bit more. Big word there. What does it mean?
Extension.
God, it means to
Extension.
it means to like bring a point of emphasis to. You're gonna feel what I mean rather than understand the words I'm saying. Because I like the way you did the simple 2-step. Less is more a lot of the times.
Oh shit, this is fire. Fire as fuck.
Yeah, it's you, bro. You did this. And then it goes into this section. Let's see what happens right here. That guitar is hard. I like this guitar. Hold on. I think it sounded good with just the one.
There was also a guitar rig, but I decided to remove it.
You got some low end in, which is okay. It's not a bad thing, technically. But you gotta be able to discern if your 808 is crashing with the low end of the like, for example, this guitar.
Yeah.
And let's pull up your bass. So watch the difference in sound. It's subtle, but this is just only one layer. Watch this. How much more clear the 808 is gonna be.
Yeah.
Kind of designating the spots. It's just that it's not clashing with your 808 that you have there, because I'm sure this is what you want to be like your main thing. This is definitely like a Carter Got Wings inspired. You guys don't know who that is. It's one of Carti's producers, and those beats are really fire. So I could tell this is inspired by him. I think you did a really good job, to be honest.
Yeah, thank you.
This is layered right here.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Appreciate it. All right.
Yes.
This my accent so bad.
Yes.
I really
that you
try. I really
appreciate
try, bro.
it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
So I think right here, I'm gonna listen through and try to just maybe just diversify the sections a little bit more. This is kind of like a lot of the way there, and we're gonna get to the mixing too. I'm gonna be real, bro. One of my favorite things you did on this beat, you didn't try to do too much with the 808, but you added a new section and you just gave it a little bit of a different bounce. And what that does for the listener, you're spelling out that another section came up, and it gives the artist, even though it's so subtle, you're giving them just another pocket to play with. We're going from this part, which hits like this. And then the next section. It's so small, but those little things, I'm telling you, it's like that, having that good taste. You're just giving the artist a little something to work with there, you know what I mean? Changing it up. And I see what you did here with the snare. You took it out. I love this, bro. You're doing the right stuff. Took out this rave open hat off rip. Not because it doesn't work in the beginning, but it really adds to when you flip to the next section. You know what I mean? Right here. Adds to it even more. I see a lot of these aren't even in the mix yet. All the drum sounds right here. Let's even grab the other ones, the serums, even if they're muted, don't matter. Coming over here, I'm holding Control Shift and clicking L. When I'm mixing a beat, my goal is to make this beat loud. You want the beat to be loud, because when somebody plays this, if your goal is to get artist on your stuff, it's just not gonna grab anybody's attention off rip. If you're skipping through a bunch of beats from people and one person's stuff comes on and it's mixed right and it's loud, and then you have somebody else's beat come on, it could still be mixed well, but it's quieter. It's just like that perception for the person listening to it. On the master here, soft clipper limiter, these both look good. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with what you did here on the master at all. For me, I'm just gonna throw on my 2024 here, take that off, and then we got this. And let's see how it sounds. Wow. I'm just boosting the high end a little bit. Yeah, and this 808, I'm gonna yam it.
Wow.
If you want that shit yamming, the low end, especially with these new like underground artists, sometimes having that low end yamming and it distorting a little bit is what makes the song fire. You want that shit sounding like it's coming out of a rattly like Honda Civic, coming out of the speakers just going crazy. crazy there. And then you have 3 good sections here. You could either make this repeat again if you wanted to, like this, and then you have an equal 4, and then you would just loop all that. But honestly, sometimes it's fine to just loop it like this. Ain't nothing wrong with this either. Hit it with this, take out that, like that. How long we got? 208, okay.